Well, it looks like there's a surprise, as Marvel is actually doing something right for a change, changing She-Hulk back to her sexy form. Oh man, that's a shock. Great to finally be able to see this because everybody loves them some good old She-Hulk. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, surprisingly, Marvel's actually doing something right. They're mending a wrong that they did, and they're doing something great, which they're finally changing She-Hulk back to her original attractive form. As surprising as that sounds. You would imagine they'd probably make her look more like Abby Smash as they've continued to try to do. No, they're actually making her look more attractive. Marvel officially returns She-Hulk to her smaller, sexy form. Marvel has officially changed She-Hulk's form from her more Hulk-like appearance in Jason Aaron's Avengers to her iconic sexy look, which she really should have always been, to be honest. Because this big hulking form, like this big husky form, looks very manly, doesn't look feminine at all. Basically, she was nothing more than the Hulk. Like, there wasn't really a difference between the two at that point. Now, originally, who she used to be, before they made her this big Abby Smash character, she was basically, an attractive female character. And she was one that had her own personality. She was actually doing fourth wall breaks before Deadpool. Great character. People loved her. She was dynamite. It's really what she was. And then they changed her to this grotesque, terrible form because sexy woman bad. Because we know how Marvel likes to make their characters that are female make them look like men. Because that's what they've been doing for the past few years now. Because, bunch of talentless hack activists that work there. Marvel Comics has reverted She-Hulk to her most classic form as the hero transforms back to the look that the character made famous in the early 90s. Jennifer Walters has been sporting a more monstrous look during the bulk of Jason Aaron's Avengers run. However, in Avengers issue 50, She-Hulk transforms with a look that will usher in a new era for the character. Well, if you go back to who Jennifer Walters was, she felt like she was kind of basic looking. So when she had the blood transfusion and became She-Hulk, she mostly stayed in that form because she felt sexy. She felt attractive, and she liked it. And so that's why she stayed as this form. And I gotta say, and I think most people can agree, she was absolutely gorgeous. And who wouldn't want a piece of that, you know what I mean?
Oh my, how lewd.
But then, of course, whenever you had hack activists jumping into Marvel, and you start seeing some changes here and there because they can't stand attractive women. So then they decide to make her basically the Hulk. And they even did this World War Hulk thing. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And, they thought this was a good idea. No, it was terrible. People hated the character because she doesn't act like Jennifer Walters anymore. Trash. I mean, the designs that they did for her, she doesn't even look like She-Hulk at all. Just looks like the Hulk. And then this was the absolute worst. Right here. And this is She-Hulk. And she's just like, women are talking. And they thought something like this would actually turn out to be attractive.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So, there was also an article, interestingly enough, saying why fans hate She-Hulk's new form and why Marvel is changing her back, despite being well-intentioned and insightful. She-Hulk's new form just isn't as good as the classic. Oh no, it never was. The classic was always the best. The classic was always the best. Fans wait for Marvel to bring back the original, and surprisingly they did. I'm actually shocked that they did. I actually am. I never would have imagined that they would have brought this back. I mean, I guess it's because they're thinking, oh, well, we gotta beat those manga sales. And I'll tell you, that Abby Smash Hulk that was gonna come in there and beat somebody with a golf club because they're a golf pro, that wasn't gonna cut it. Now, this article tries to talk about why people don't really like this version of She-Hulk, like the big buff form. That was basically just the Hulk, really. They don't really get it quite right. The seeds for the fan-hated changes to She-Hulk were first planted when Mariko Tamaki took over the character after Civil War II. After being blown up by Thanos, Jin battles some severe trauma and rage as she tries to go back to being normal. At first, this shift in the character's brilliant feminist psychoanalysis, diving deeply into the effects of trauma and resulting in a deeply insightful series, Jen eventually overcomes these issues. But later, in Jason Aaron's run on Avengers, she receives more gamma radiation from a Celestial, turning her into a bulkier and more traditionally Hulk-like figure, which nobody liked. Not just because the form looked terrible, but the character was just... she was basically the Hulk. That's the problem. You know, she basically wasn't Jennifer Walters at that point. She was just a Hulk clone. And nobody liked that. You know, Jennifer Walters liked being, She-Hulk because, like I said earlier, it made her feel attractive. When they took her and made this, when they decided that she was like, no, me no She-Hulk, me, it's ma'am. When they decided to do that, they basically proved that, no, this is not her. This is not Jennifer Walters. This is some new terrible character that nobody cares about. And this isn't Jennifer Walters at that point. And to see that they're finally changing her back to being the old She-Hulk that she was, that's good. Because she had a really outgoing personality. She was a attractive character. And, you know, like I said, she did the fourth wall breaking before Deadpool. And she was loved by everybody. I mean, she was a huge character people loved. Iconic for Marvel. And then, you know, you have this run of her where she becomes basically Abby She-Hulk. You know, and she's just horrible. She's just a terrible character. Trying to act like that's a strong, independent woman. When no, the big, husky, terrible, you know, Abby-sized Hulk, that was awful. Garbage character. Nobody liked that character. You know, so to see them going back to this might be them saying, hey, we were wrong about something. And guess what? If it isn't broke, then don't fix it. You know? And look, it could be good. The show might even be good. Who knows? But hopefully She-Hulk will stay as her attractive self. You know, rather than, you know, being Abby Smash Hulk. Let's hope we never see that again. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here. Make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.